Well, good morning everyone. Hopefully you're all feeling fit and well. Welcome to my latest vlog, this time at Eaglestone Rock. Yesterday we left Northam. I've got another young couple with me with their children, and we came all the way up here to Eaglestone Rock. We stopped at Yongan on the way and then Coca-bin Rock before coming into here. The plan is that we're going to spend the day here. I'm just going to be doing some photography and videography around the lake, and then tomorrow we'll head back home and take in a couple of the other views around the place and just see what things are like. Hopefully enjoy this vlog. This is a wonderful part of Western Australia up here in the central Wheatbelt. Eaglestone Rock is located just east of Yongan, and it's located in the Lake Champion nature reserves. There's two big salt lakes here. There's Lake Brown, which is at the base of Eaglestone Rock, and then Lake Champion's further over. It's absolutely stunning country, great for photography. On clear nights, the astrophotography out here is absolutely stunning because there's very little light pollution. So if you're ever looking for somewhere to come and camp, there's a great little campground here, fantastic photography opportunities and great opportunities just to get out and tour and visit a great part of Western Australia. With that in mind, I'd like to invite you to check out my new website, www.westaustralianimages.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. I've finally got accreditation and I'm going to be running photography tag-along tours. So if you're living in Western Australia or you're going to come and visit us here, please have a look at my website and see some of the places where I go, and contact me to find out what tours I can run. I can run any tour that you want within these areas, and they're all customizable. But yeah, have a look at my website and see what you think. Other than that, I'd like you to, if you enjoy this type of content that I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll bring them to you as regularly as I can. Thanks very much, and enjoy the vlog. Well guys, we're on the road. We're doing a weekend trip to Eaglestone Rock, then possibly up through Muck and Bood and visiting a few places to see if there's any wildflowers around, and then back down through the back way to Darren and Gamelling, and then back home. We're going to be camping for a couple of nights at Eaglestone Rock for some sunrise and sunset photography there, some Milky Way photography hopefully, depending on what the cloud situation's like. So overall we're going to be visiting a number of different places as the days, both today and then on Sunday as we drive home. Tomorrow being Saturday, we're going to spend most of the day around Eaglestone Rock just doing photography and all that. The country here is absolutely beautiful at this stage. You can see the canola crops coming right into bloom, getting ready for harvest, and then mix that in with the green of the wheat crops coming up. It's the true colours of Australia. Well, anyway, I'll catch you very shortly. Our first stop's going to be a place called Yongan, which has a historic old building, which was the first country police station in Western Australia. So once we get there, I'll have a chat to you then and see how we go from there afterwards. Anyway, it's enough of me gibbering. Let's get on with it, and I'll speak to you again shortly. You can really see the colour of the canola around here. It's absolutely stunning. The hills, the rolling hills with all this canola. It's just a shame that the sun's not out fully and really making it bright for everyone. Okay guys, we're getting close to our first stop. This is going to be a historic old building at a place called Yongan. It was the first country police station built in Western Australia, built back in about 1849, 1850 I believe. and it was built because of all the people getting robbed going to and from the goldfields along this road. So this is just up ahead. It sort of creeps up onto you quick too, so you just got to keep an eye out for it. It'll be on the left hand side. We'll be pulling over on the left hand side very shortly.
Roger that.
Okay, pulling over on the left hand side. Plenty of room, big car park. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at Yongan. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Yongan historic building. It was originally the first police station, as I mentioned. It then became a inn and then a homestead, and it's slowly been restored. It went into ruin, and then it's been restored by the Koalan Historical Society. Fascinating old building. You can go inside and have a look, so we'll be in there in a minute. I'll just get some footage from outside to show you what it's like. This is the back side of the building. The trees growing up through the old concrete padding. Okay guys, that's the old Yongan police station at Yongan in Western Australia. We're now going to make our way to Coca-bin Rock, which is reputed to be the third largest monolith in Australia. So I will talk to you once we get there. Take care. Okay guys, that to our left front is Mount Sterling, one of the larger granites in our area. And as you can see, there's a whole heap of granites around here. One we just passed and one there to our right front and everything. The whole Wheatbelt, or the whole southern part of West Australia, is littered with these granite rocks. They're absolutely stunning. And we're now on our way to Coca-bin Rock, and as I said before, it's reputed to be the third largest monolith in Australia. And that to our front, behind the trees, we'll see it in a minute, is Coca-bin Rock, which will be our next stop. It doesn't look terribly big, but mainly because we're in such undulating ground, but it is a massive big granite, and it's also big in square meterage. Okay guys, we're coming up onto Coca-bin Rock. We'll be turning into it very shortly, and I'll chat to you then, but enjoy the view as we drive towards it. turning into Coca-bin Rock off a Maynard Road. Stop here and take some photos. Probably have a little bit of a lunch, and I'll speak to you afterwards. Might be easier for you to park just there on the left.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, welcome to Coca-bin Rock. Chat to you shortly. Coca-bin Rock, it has this wave pattern, very similar to wave rock, but a lot of the rocks in this area have the wave. It's caused from the wind blowing in and slowly eating away the granite underneath, and forms these beautiful waves. It's quite a stunning piece of scenery. When the water gets on it, the colours in the rock really come out. We're now going to go around towards the front of where I'm filming, and there's a big sheet of rock that's broken away from the main part of the rock and has formed like a cavern. So I'll speak to you shortly. We're just at a cave formed by a big piece of the rock that has fallen or sheared away from the main rock, and it forms a cave. And you can walk inside and have a look. It's quite interesting. Hopefully you can see all right, because I am shooting into the sun a bit. Unfortunately I'm getting some sun flare, so I'll try and move. It's Toby who's with me taking a photo. Okay guys, we've just pulled out of Coca-bin Rock. I'll stick some photos up shortly that we took while I was here. It's quite an impressive structure. To actually see it at its best, you have to come out onto the on Koalan Road itself, and you'll get some very impressive photos. I took a handheld panorama, about 5 images, so I'll stitch them together and stick that up for you to have a look at. We're now going to head into Koalan. Koalan's an old town. The town itself is gone, but they've built a campsite there, and it's a free camp, so we'll just have a quick look in there, and then we're going to head up through to Meriden and then on to Eaglestone Rock.
Are you going down to the campsite now?
Just pulled into the Koalan campsite. Just going to have a quick look here, but initial views is that it's pretty well packed. Great place to come and stay. It's well maintained. The maximum of a 72-hour stay. There's the campsite ground's actually on the old school oval, so there's plenty of places around that you can camp. There's also tent-based camping and all that sort of stuff. I'll talk to you shortly. So we're just driving around now. This is you see all the campsites on your left and right hand side. There are a few people here. Some of the sites are emptied. A great place to come and stay for up to 72 hours. Please keep it clean. It's a very neat place. It's well looked after by whichever shire, either Quairading or Bruce Watt. They do a wonderful job. But the more we help to keep it clean, the better it's going to be. You can actually walk around. There's some signs laid out about specific sites, and yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not sure if this camera's picking it up, but the wildflowers are just starting to come out. There's carpets of pinks everywhere. If you're into your wildflowers, this is a great place. There's orchids and everything that you can find in this area. You can spend days just walking around doing photography. Okay, that's the Koalan campsite. We're now going to make our way through to Merredin and then onto Eaglestone Rock. So I'll talk to you a bit later. Okay guys, we're just coming down Lake Brown South Road and we're just about to go into Eaglestone Rock. Just coming up to the intersection now. You just keep going straight ahead. You can see signposted there, Eaglestone Rock. Not far now. Eaglestone's a very popular place for camping. A lot of people come here and camp. It's an absolutely wonderful spot, great for photography. And at the base of it is Lake Brown. And Lake Brown's a very large salt lake. But at this time of the year in winter, it does get a bit of water in it. So we will see what it's like once we get down. And it's all a part of the Lake Champion Nature Reserve, and Lake Champion is another big salt lake that joins Lake Brown a bit further around. It looks like there's a little bit of water in the lake, not a lot, but a little bit. When it does fill, it doesn't get very deep anyway. It's probably less than 30 centimetres at the most. Plenty of signs around saying take your rubbish out with you, don't litter, don't use it as a toilet, etc, etc. And yeah, please don't trash these places. If you get trashed, they'll close them down. So take whatever out that you bring in. There is a drop toilet around the other side of the rock past where we'll camp. But if you do use a shovel and dig a hole, make sure you dig it deep and bury it. Now we can see Eaglestone Rock to our front, a little bit muddy. The best camping areas are around the back of it or around to the southern side, and we're going to go around to the southern side. You can camp around here, but there's not many spots and they're not very good. Quite a good carpet of wildflowers all around here.
Yeah, it's looking good.
There's a whole lot of little areas all around the back here and all that are good for camping in, but we'll go all the way around to where the lake is. Hopefully there won't be anyone around there, or not too many. This place can get popular on long weekends and things like that. And we're coming around the back part of the rock now. Not sure if you can see properly, but there's quite a few areas to camp. They're all around there on the left and all that. So we'll keep going around. Quite impressive as you come around and see that one. Rather interesting little rock formation there on the right. Gotta wonder how it just keeps them standing there. Okay guys, this is a camping area. Where do you want to camp? Big fire ring up here might be a good spot up around this area.
Yeah, anywhere's good, I think.
Alright, I'll pull up under this tree over here. There's a big fire mound there. We can use that tonight. Alright guys, we're at Eaglestone Rock. I'll talk to you a bit later once I get set up and settled. Have a good one. Well, good morning everyone. We arrived in camp yesterday afternoon about 4 o'clock, and by the time I got set up and everything, it was just after 5, and it was starting to get dark, and all I wanted to do was have a cup of tea, so I didn't film last night, but I'm going to show you the setup now. As you can see, I've got my little kitchen area all set up there under the awning, and I go around to the left here and you'll see the awning tent. It's I find the awning tent fantastic for what my needs. I'm too old to get up on top of, in and out of rooftop tents all the time, so the awning tent suits me perfectly. It also gives me a lot of room to stand up in, and I can get changed and all that sort of stuff, so it's perfect for what I need for trips like this when I'm out by myself. If my wife comes, I bring the camper trailer. You can see inside the tent there, I've got a stretcher with a mosquito netting over it. Just adds a double layer of protection from mosquitoes and bugs at night. The awning that I have over coming out from the awning tent is I had it custom made. It's just one of the side walls that you get for the tents, and I just had a zipper put in that and a zipper in the roof awning and joined it together, and then a few poles, and I've got a great little extra cover. It's about 2.5 metres extra cover underneath. Gives me plenty of shelter from the rain. Okay, this is looking from the passenger side front back to my setup. You can see how the awning tent fits in, and then the extended awning goes out the back. Plenty of room, perfect setup for me, and I like it. Doesn't take that long to set up once you get going, probably half an hour or so all up. It can be a little bit fiddly being by yourself, but you get used to that. Alright guys, as I said before in my introduction, we're at Eaglestone Rock, and at the base of Eaglestone Rock is Lake Brown, and this is Lake Brown. And Lake Champion is a bit further to the east. Now normally when the moisture's out of the lake sand bed, the salt is pure white, but at the moment there's quite a bit of moisture around, even though there's not a lot of water in the lake, so the salt's sort of dissolved and has disappeared a bit. You can see bits of it as you walk around, but unfortunately not a lot of it there at the moment. But if you come here in the drier months, it certainly will be here. Okay guys, we're standing on Lake Brown, looking across, north and westerly direction towards Eaglestone Rock, and you can see Eaglestone Rock coming into the picture now. Unfortunately, it's a very gloomy, cloudy, overcast day, quite cool, and the rock doesn't look its actual best in these type of conditions, but it is a stunning bit of scenery. Absolutely magnificent, just like many of the big granite rocks that are in this Wheatbelt region. We're going to go up and get closer and have a look at some of the beautiful rock formations. Catch you shortly. Here is the front face of Eaglestone Rock as it meets the face of the edge of Lake Brown, and you can see the wonderful formations in the rock. The rock's been eaten away. This has been caused by erosion from the salt that gets blown up into the rock when the winds are blowing high, and it eats away the rock and creates these absolutely magnificent patterns and all sorts of different formations. And the colours of the rock is just outstanding. Unfortunately, because of the conditions today, you can't really see it, but they're absolutely wonderful. The area is just absolutely littered with wildflowers at the moment. Hopefully this is bringing them out a bit. There's carpets and carpets of them are starting to bloom. Unfortunately today's just a little bit overcast and they haven't really come out. But I could just imagine what this would be like on a nice sunny day. There's a nice big rocky outcrop at the back of Eaglestone Rock. A lot of people climb it. I'm not going to try it. I'm too old, too broken. But yes, there's a lot of people come here on the weekends and climb up there. If you're game, coming around, you can see some other people have camped up under the cover of the rock. There's so much you can do out here. You can walk for walks, photography, especially your macro photography for wildlife, landscape photography. If the nights are clear, the nightscape photography with the Milky Way in it are absolutely stunning. This is the view looking back over Lake Brown. You can just see it there through the trees. Okay guys, we're heading off home now. We've had our little 2-day camp here at Eaglestone Rock. We're going up now to view some wildflowers at a nature reserve, and then from there we're making our way back down through Wildcatcham and Darren and making our way slowly back to Perth. We'll probably, apart from the wildflowers, there's maybe 1 or 2 other places that we'll stop at and have a look. And if we do, I'll make sure I get some videos and some photos. Unfortunately, the last couple of mornings there was no sunrise as such, so what I might do is stick some of my older photos up that I've taken here before. And same with sunset, there was no sunset, it was just so cloudy that there was no colour or anything in the sky, so it was a bit disappointing, but that happens at times. But this is a fantastic spot to come and camp at, so if you get the chance, come and do it. Okay, catch you a bit later. We've just stopped on the roadside. As you can see, the wildflowers are out. It's just massive carpets of them everywhere. It's absolutely stunning. If you get your chance, get out here while the wildflower season's on. They're just starting to bloom now. Hey guys, just quickly pulled over and took a photograph of the old house there. Absolutely love taking photos of old buildings like that, old houses, old sheds and all that, and they're dotted all throughout the Wheatbelt, as in a lot of other farming communities and all that. So I take every opportunity I get when I see one that's new, I pull over and take a photograph of it. We're now continuing on towards Darren, and then from Darren we're going to go to Gamelling, and then from Gamelling down the Gamelling 2J road heading towards Perth, and on my way home at the end of a good weekend. I'll speak to you shortly. Okay guys, just pulled over at the Pink Lake outside of Darren. Don't know if you can see it too well there in the footage, but I'm going to put the drone up and see if I can get some video of the Pink Lake. Chat to you very shortly. Okay guys, just try to get some video footage of the pink lake. It was a little bit hard, the conditions are a bit rough. There's the storm cell coming around, blowing, making it a bit rough up in the air for the drone, plus the drone itself is playing up. It's only a Phantom 3 standard, so it's not the best drone. And unfortunately I kept losing the controller signal, so I kept returning to home. And then the sun was coming and going, so the lake was going from nice pink to a muddy pink. But all excuses aside, I tried my best and hopefully I got something for it. If I did, you obviously would have seen it by now. If I didn't, then you know that it didn't work out too well. But on its day, it's a very spectacular pink lake. Now heading towards Gamelling, and then from Gamelling we head on down to 2J, and then from there we'll head on home. I'm hoping to make at least one more stop if things work out at another special place, and if we do, I'll chat to you then. Catch up. Just passing through the bustling town of Gamelling. Make sure you keep your speed down, you don't want to run over anyone on the weekend. Okay guys, just pulled up at another old house on the Gamelling Road. Take some photos and speak to you shortly. Okay guys, just finished photographing the old coach house. Hopefully if those images turned out alright, I'll put them up. One year I'm going to get that when it's in canola. Unfortunately this year wasn't the year, but hopefully next year or maybe the year after, I'll just keep coming out until it does. Alright, I'll catch you a bit later on. Bye. Just passing a bunch of Mustangs out for a drive. Normally you see them running around the paddock. Oh, and there's their recovery vehicle. Well, g'day everyone. Just about at the end of my trip. I'm just having lunch here at a roadside stop just outside of 2J. Yogurt, usually bar, a diet drink. I don't know what life's come to. Anyway, it's been a good trip. Great weekend up at Eaglestone Rock. Hopefully all my photos and video have turned out alright and that you enjoy this video. If you do, please like and subscribe because it encourages me to continue with the videos. Also, if you're interested, I am now running photography tag-along tours up through the central and northern Wheatbelts, as well as into the Yongan and Koalan rangelands and all those sort of places. So have a look at my website, www.westaustralianimages.com. I'll put a link in below. Details my tours. For my tours, I don't run with minimum numbers, so if one person wants to go, I'm happy to run it. I'll run weekends, midweek, whenever someone wants. So if you want to do a weekend or a midweek one and you can't get time off of normal work, but you can get some holidays during the week, just give me a buzz and I'll put something together for you, and we can go from there. But have a look at the website, see what you think, and follow me also on Facebook at Westaustralian Images and Instagram at Westaustralian_images. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the trip. I hope you enjoyed some of the photography, and my next trip at this stage, I think I'm heading off to Lake Ballard in mid-September. So hopefully I have another video out for you then. Thanks very much. Catch ya. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, and if you want, make a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks very much everyone. Cheers.